Well, we are back here at Denmark Drone Park. We have a DevelopAir Micro, definitely not held up together with tape to keep the top cover on, and even then we'll see how well that holds up. This is the first ever DevelopAir Micro to take flight, version 1 prototype, if you can even call it that. As I mentioned previously, Pranav has done a lot of the legwork and helping us get it to this point, but as you'll probably see, a lot more iteration and improvement to still be done. And then here is the Radio Master Boxer. If you've seen us fly the DevelopAir Mini, you know, not quite as micro as the Micro, or as small as the Micro, uses the same sort of controller. And we'll just be using an MLRS connection, and we should achieve flight. We'll have to redo a compass calibration that we did up at our office or workshop before coming here, but knock on the wood that I'm not going to walk out to and actually knock on, we'll achieve a stable flight and a solid landing. But Pranav also brought out one of his builds, so we'll give him an opportunity to go ahead and get that up off the ground, and no matter what, you'll see a flight. It just might not be a DevelopAir Micro flight or any DevelopAir flight. All right, while Pranav is going ahead and getting his drone set up, I'm going to finish setting up my microphone here, covering up the branding. Can't rep for the company I'm not going to name that you definitely can't read and see the branding elsewhere of.
Yup.
All right, wow, now waiting on Pranav so we could do, you know, our flight testing for our product, you know.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. What a pro FPV. Man, some camera guy can't even keep up with an FPV drone with a telephoto lens. What a scrub. Just knock him right in the head. Oh man. I actually did look pretty close on the back side of him. All right, I was going to say, trust Pranav to not hit me as I walk out there, but after seeing that landing, maybe it's good that I waited.
You stood back for a second.
All right, I'm going to turn on our controller now. I don't think we should have any crosstalk with Pranav's controller because he's using a different radio communication protocol, but we will ultimately see. Again, disregard the missing side plates, very much still a prototype in every sense of the word. The battery connector will also be built into the fuselage. Right now we just have it coming from inside the fuselage. It's like when a stranger calls, it's coming from inside the fuselage. That's like a boomer reference, and I was made aware that's not even the original media,
We have a connection.
piece of media that line came from, but I'm not boomer enough to know what the original movie or whatever it came from was. You'll have to ask some of the Florida Man crew, they know. All right. So we are in stabilized flight mode. I just put DevelopAir Micro into altitude hold flight mode, so much like DevelopAir, all the other DevelopAir models, DevelopAir Micro is built on top of ArduPilot. We're using, in this version, an NXT PX4 V2 flight controller, or is it V? Yeah.
V2. Yeah.
And then the GPS that we're using is a V3. All right, now I'm opening up QGroundControl on my phone, much like the DevelopAir Mini. We are going to set up the Comlink connection here. Go ahead and watch the DevelopAir Mini videos to see how this is done. We're not going to screen record for the sake of this video. MLRS 0 is the name of our radio. That can really be named anything. It's a Bluetooth connection. We're not going to have it automatically connect on start. We have QGroundControl searching for nearby Bluetooth devices. Right now it actually sees the Speedy Bee flight controller of Pranav's quad, but not the, also sees his GoPro. We definitely have connection here. One issue might be I've already connected to this module previously, and
All right, but you connected on my computer, on your computer, right?
um,
So multiple connections.
well, what I'm saying is like that I already have a bunch of MLRS connections pre-established, and I don't know which one it is because we've used MLRS now for over a year, and I don't always delete the connection after we're done with it, and that's often the case with these develop air going to customers.
Let's see.
All right. It's almost like should have, done this at the office. We did a compass calibration at the office or workshop, but it wasn't a good compass calibration just because we wanted to see if we could even see the compass. I shouldn't need to get closer because really, again, the Bluetooth connection is just between this controller and my phone, but we're going to see if, for whatever reason, getting closer to the Develop Air Micro fixes the issue. That truck almost came in at like Jacob speeds. 3:57. All right, we still have more than an hour. Well, with Pranav, we have about 15 minutes. All right. Stop, cancel. I'm going to check the Bluetooth directly, not through the QGroundControl app, and see if I can connect or pair a new device there. See if any MLRS device is appearing. And if nothing else, we should still be able to arm. We're just going to be flying in altitude hold mode with no GPS. So, pair new device.
Receiver still connected.
I'm doing what you probably shouldn't, and I'm turning off the controller while Develop Air Micro is
Welcome to
still powered on.
Throttle warning. Switch warning.
Yapu telemetry ready.
RF signal critical.
Stabilize flight mode.
All right. Look at that cool guy driving around the drone park in places you're not supposed to be driving around. Not that we've ever done such a thing. That's why I said not that we ever have done such a thing. All right, holy shit. I have so many different MLRS Bluetooth devices that have been connected. I'm just going to forget them all, and that means next time I go out to fly the Develop Air Mini, we might have to reset up the connection if I accidentally delete the Bluetooth connection set up for it. But Gerardo has that Develop Air Mini. He's working on indoor loiter mode flights with it, so hopefully I really shouldn't need that connection, at least for quite some time. Alright, it's not showing up in the Bluetooth connection menu within Android. Let me try again within QGroundControl directly. MLRS 0. And it's a Bluetooth connection. Let's scan. Scanning. Getting a whole lot of nothing.
Way to come prepared, Jacob.
Yeah, you know what I said in like one of the last videos, how like persistence and patience pays off? We're going to go with persistence and not patience, and we're going to fly without ground control software. or at least attempt to. So
Yes.
I am going to arm. We're going to see those motors spin up,
Motors armed.
and hopefully we're going to see flight as well.
Oh God!
We saw flight,
Yeah.
Motors disarmed.
and it disarms people. So I do think there is a compass calibration that caused that abrupt rotation. Even though we're not using GPS, that could still cause an issue. And then the other issue that we had was the pitch was reversed. So when I went to go push forward, it came back towards us. And then there could just be loose hardware that's contributing to, I think, a compass issue that's not set up. But there you have it. The first flight of Develop Air Micro. It did make it back to the ground in one piece. Not necessarily the flight that any of us could have and would have hoped for, but stay tuned and you'll see Develop Air Micro as well as some of our other Develop Air models we didn't bring out to the field today, starting tomorrow. So I think that's it for this video. Unless there's anything you guys think we still need to cover, you'll catch us
Nope.
in the next one.